This is such a no tall buildings, quaint houses. And then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Straight ahead, we got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Rush in, rush in. Inside. Box it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
By Bryce Callahan.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Watch 36.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
To throw on second and 6. Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't take 26. 36. Mike, 36. Tighten up, tighten up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
36. Mike, 36. Mike. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check back, check back. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 36. Mike, 36.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Lock going to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked off after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Shotgun snap to Lock. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Snap comes at 1. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Rodgers pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Mike 36.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off to the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Packers nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be held.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw on third down. Block. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Here's Austin. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
At their own,
the Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
For Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw on second down. Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Behind the line of
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Locke working out of the gun, escaping the pressure. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 14-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Now Lock. Screen pass to Lindsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Phillip Lindsay. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lock again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
Pass.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 14. Broncos.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this, or this is pretty big?
I put a star. On first down, Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Lock. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 43. Who that? Who that? Back north.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Number 30, Philip Lindsay.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing his lock on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
25 yards. First down, Broncos. That's the end of the third.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 16, Packers 14.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check three. Hey, check 26. Zip. Watch the slant.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the right side. Beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Lock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll go again to Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Here we are going. Watch out. Shift. Watch the shift. Box it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. No gain on this defense.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Watch twist. Hey, switch gears. Right left. Wide motion. Check 4.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Check 3. Safe. Check north.
And the Packers are in for the score. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get on field. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Now Drew Lock in the Broncos. Down 21-16. A minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Locke. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had
Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Fielded in the end zone.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that will be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Austin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. On 2nd down, here's the option. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
26 Mike. Hey, let's get it.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 16, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. But a good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Aaron Rodgers.
The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
A 2-yard loss on the play.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
What you talking about, Rick?
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
55, Mike, 55. Army. Mike 55, Mike 50. Back one. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's fourth down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Easy, 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 easy. 50.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone. But
Head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Darnell Savage.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 26, check 26.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up.
They'll try again with Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Rip left, rip left.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
3-yard loss.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Saints.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. It almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Breeze now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but now it's third down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Jenkins on the tackle. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
The score, Packers 3, Saints nothing.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
To throw on second down is Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Third down, here's Kamara. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Take it in at the 22. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tackle made at his 48-yard
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jones brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 64 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. So now it's left in the hands of their defense to come up with an immediate stop.
And this is where you count on your stars on defense. Can they come up with a game-altering play here? Can they knife through into the backfield and pop the ball free? Can they make that type of a play that gives them another opportunity? And what do we say? One timeout,
yep.
But you get a second
2-minute warning.
With a 2-minute warning, so they've got to use those well.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 25-yard line.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. third down. Here's Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
He tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by linebacker Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, their turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Kamara,
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Running with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson looking sideline, incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Harris. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. For touchdown. New Orleans.
But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Seattle.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Seahawks nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson wants a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And the Seahawks
On 1st down, Carson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
At the Saints 16-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run it with Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Seahawks.
This is Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The kick is good.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Breeze going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And less than a yard.
Leaves this one with Kamara.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
first down. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
They're trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard. Line.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly. 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. It's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 15. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out foul. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Russell Wilson sacked. A 15-yard loss.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A lot of effort there for just... It's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. On the return, Harris. Broken tackle. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really, the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's got room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 60 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Wilson steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wilson now on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. He'll buy some time right, and he's got his man in stride, complete, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.